All right, folks, so we picked us out a great spot here to set a trap. And the reason this is a great spot here, it's kind of a little indention in the bank on this pond here. And you can see by the path, we can see this path here. These beavers been coming up this path, going through the briars and out in this field here, feeding on, I think there's corn out there in that field this year. And they've been going out there and they go out there and get the corn shucks. They eat the corn that's left over from when it was harvested. They'll bring these shucks back, they'll stick it in the lodge. They use it for all kind of stuff. But they also go up in here and cut little saplings down all up in here and pull them back down to their lodge. So we got a little pinch point here where it's coming up in this little indention. And I like to find a spot that the beavers, wherever they're at in the pond, the river, wherever it's open, they can see it. When they're swimming by or they're traveling, they look, they see it. So we want to give them some eye appeal here. A castor mount is nothing more, and a beaver will catch mud. He'll catch a bunch of mud with his hands, and he'll actually push it up on the bank, and he'll make it looks almost like a mud pie or something. And then he'll get up there, and he'll take that castor scent that he or she has inside of her, and she'll put that all over that mound. And it's just a big scent mound, and it's more or less saying, hey, this is my territory, stay out of here. It's like a no trespassing sign. So just get up on it here and just kind of push you. You want to make it look like a beaver's been wallowing up and down the bank. And I just catch some stuff here from the bottom. I like to get a little bit of mud, put up there. Like so, and it don't have to be a whole lot. I know the beavers are coming here anyway. Look like a beaver got up there and patted it down. Make it all nice and slick looking there. All right, we got a 330 conical bear stand here, like we showed you back earlier in the show. Painted up nice and black. And I'm just gonna go out, get my old trusty rake here. Just go out, and you want it to be about, I like to say about halfway up your calf, water-wise is about what I like. That puts you about the right depth to make this trap work right. Try to get it right in the center of my little dip here. If it don't go all the way in. And I go ahead and poke it all the way to the bottom where I want it. Catch it and pull it back up a little bit so I can see where I'm at. I'll trap in. Folks, I cannot stress enough to be careful with these traps here. These traps will hurt you if you're not careful. But they are one of the most effective traps that you can ever use for catching beavers. And the other thing is you can buy them locally. Got a dog bent, like we talked about, a little wide shape there. That beaver comes across his belly, hit it. When his belly hits it, game over. And remember, when you squeeze this thing, you are committed. Now they make safety locks. If you're unfamiliar with these traps, I advise you getting one. $5 or $6. You can get on the internet, go to your trapping websites, trapping supply houses. It's just a little safety spring thing that'll go over there. But it'd be a whole lot better TV if I get my hand caught in this, so I'm gonna do it barehanded. Squeeze it up. Make sure my springs are up. Josh, can you see here? Get it where everybody can see what I'm doing here. I'll get that thing in the center of the trap there. That's her. She safety locks is on the side here. You got it. Now at this point, this is a dangerous trap. Now, I like to do my trap upside down. That's the way I like to set it. And the reason being is I want that beaver, I want that water level to be right over the tips of that dog. And the reason I like that is because when that beaver looks through there, all I want him to see is that gap. Wide open gap. I want him to think that there ain't nothing there, that he can just slide right on through it. And the other thing I do is I always put that dog towards my castor mound. That puts that beaver a little bit further in the trap before he fires it. Whereas this way, he'd hit the pins a little bit quicker. So we're gonna put it like that on our stand. It sits right down on here nice and easy, like so. All right, so I can't reach all the way over here. I can't find a good spot. So what I'm gonna do is just take my stake. I'm gonna run it down over here. It's a little extension cable I made up, 3/32 inch cable. A little clip you buy from the hardware store. Nothing too fancy there. Put it in there, cinch it down, and I can stake it down over here. That'll hold him all day long. And you just catch this right here, clip it to it, and you got him. All right, so we're gonna push this trap on down in the water. And after you get it where you want it, you want to take them hooks off the side. Always make sure you take your hooks off. The last thing I check. Water level's right at the tops of our pins. And when a beaver looks at it, all he sees is the open square that he can go through. So now we got the beaver coming here. We got to make him go through that trap. Bigger thing here. All right, so that's kind of funnel him there. Now I'm just gonna put up a few little old, something to kind of hinder him there a little bit. And these are pretty natural. I mean, they're all on the bank there. All right, so he's blocked on both sides. The easiest place to come is right through the center of that trap. Last thing I gotta do before I leave is I gotta put some scent up here. So what I like to do is I just cut this little old green limb, always green. I get right up here on top of this mound and I just shave it. The beaver can smell that. These little shavings here that's coming off that thing, they can smell that fresh cut stuff. And it's good eye appeal for him when he's swimming around that pond. And this new fresh stick, he knew that stick wasn't there when he went into his bed last night or this morning, whenever. So he's thinking another beaver's come here and chewed on a limb. I'm just gonna stick that right in here. Stick it up good. I like them kind of tall so he can see it. Cast your mound, got your stick, got your trap. Last thing you do before you leave, always look back down just to double check, make sure that my safety hooks are off my trap. Everything's locked and loaded. So there ain't nothing to do but wait till tomorrow. So we'll gather all this stuff up, head to the house, and we'll be right back before too long to check out and see if we done any good. I'm gonna set up just a couple more before I leave though.